This is Tom Maxwell.
And Chad Gray from Hellyeah, and you're watching
Loudwire.
Come On.
Hey everyone, Gruhamed here for Loudwire. It's Wikipedia Fact or Fiction time, the Hellyeah edition.
Yes.
Chad Gray, Tom Maxwell, of course, of Mudvayne and Nothingface, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how this works. I went through various Wikipedia pages today and pulled out some interesting info. You can give me a true or false and elaborate if you'd like.
Okay.
All right, Chad, you quit a factory job that paid 40 grand a year to move to Illinois and form Mudvayne.
Yeah, I moved to Peoria. True.
Peoria. Okay, good. Tom, you got your first guitar, 1969 Gibson Les Paul, when you were just 10 years old.
8 years old.
8 years old. Okay, that's fiction, but you still owe the guitar to this day.
I do, and I wrote most of the riffs from the new album on it.
Did you?
Yes.
Awesome. Chad, for the Mudvayne LD50 album, the album title derives from a technical term, median lethal dose, which is used by toxicologists to refer to the dose required to kill 50% of the members of a tested population.
True.
Totally true.
Love that.
Was there any event in particular that inspired that theme or title?
Humanity?
Like
Really?
Terrence McKenna and all that kind of crazy stuff that we were into at that time.
Tom.
Yep. Back to Nothingface. Although Nothingface vocalist Matt Holt claims that Skeletons refers to skeletons he's left behind in his life, you've said that you don't think Skeletons has a very much of a musical direction, and that it sounds to you like a band imploding and losing focus.
Yes, I agree with that.
Really?
Yes.
True.
Dead true. Chad, you attribute the Hellyeah name to, this is in quotes, late teens, keggers, chicks, AC/DC, and Metallica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Is that anything to do with like James Hetfield's like, yeah? I get
No,
it.
it doesn't have anything to do with that.
No?
It's just a yeah.
It's just a positive
you
way
gotta
of
live.
agreeing with something. You know?
We live our lives, hell yeah. You know what I mean? It's kind of like just synonymous, I think, with the way that we live.
No Stone Cold Steve Austin either?
No.
No, okay. When it came to Hellyeah, drummer Vinnie Paul, he wasn't sure if he would ever return to music at the time after the death of Dime. He had a 18-month hiatus before you guys called him with the idea for Hellyeah. First he said no, but then you gave him a few more calls. Finally, Vinnie agreed to give it a shot.
True.
Yes, true.
Really?
Yes.
What was your determination to get him? You know, to not overload. You know.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
He was the dude.
I was surprised when it actually even came up. I'm like, really? Is that even a possibility?
It was just, we had to have him just call. Okay, we're on our way.
Yeah, dream drummer for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. When you went in Hellyeah to record that first record, it says that Vinnie he found it difficult to enter the studio, where there's photos of Dime everywhere. And, that was the studio where the Final Damage Plan record was recorded, the Final Pantera record was recorded. But he felt that the dark cloud that was there went away due to Hellyeah's positive energy.
Yes.
I think so.
True?
Yeah, I think that we just embrace the spirit of what that room, you know what I mean? There's two ways you can look at it. You can look at it as this was the end of something, or you can look at it as this is the beginning of something, you know what I mean? Whereas they kind of looked at the positivity, and we kind of invited the life and spirit of Dime into the band as our sixth member.
How did you approach that
We did. It was just nerve-wracking, Vinnie was very sick to his stomach that first day. We were all, you're walking around, you're seeing handwritten notes from Dime saying, don't forget to lock the door, set the alarm, and, there's Pantera remixes, like, on CDs just thrown on the floor, and
His whole rig.
his whole rig, everything was
From
there.
the way that it was set up.
Just the
when they
last day before he left on
did
the
their
tour.
tracking, like it had caution tape.
So it was
around
pretty
and
heavy,
stuff.
but
Don't mess with it.
after that first couple days, man, we just seemed to, just a sense of energy in the room and guidance, so we kind of embraced it.
Bassist Jerry Montano was asked to leave Hellyeah after the self-titled album's release party, where he assaulted you, Tom, and made numerous gun threats while heavily intoxicated.
That's not true. He didn't.
Not
assault,
true.
He didn't assault.
Fiction.
He didn't assault me.
He didn't assault you.
No,
Okay.
he assault. It was a bad situation. I mean, he was under the influence of a lot of alcohol, and I think because there was some gun references like somewhere. You know, I didn't hear him say anything. I mean, they say it's on tape. But considering the fact of what Vinnie had just went through, it's just something that, you know, that he couldn't stomach, and yeah, we had to part ways. We've since reconciled and we're friends and everything's
Absolutely.
cool. But at the time, you know, it was just a very sensitive subject, and it just happened to work out that way.
He didn't actually have a gun.
No.
with him.
No.
Okay. Good. The song "Thank You" is a tribute to all of the band's recently, or at that point, recently departed family members. Vinnie Paul's brother, Dimebag Darrell, Tom, your mother, Chad, your grandmother. Absolutely true.
Yes, absolutely.
How did that connection of loss really bring you guys together for that song?
I mean, I was the mouthpiece of that, you know what I mean? It was coming out of my head, but it was, they wrote it as, they were right with me when I felt like they were right with me when I wrote the lyrics for it, you know what I mean? It's like, I'd just be surprised when you're as close as we are to the energy you pick up on, you know, and obviously you know, Dime's murder and the way he went out, it affected me, it affected him, it affected Vinnie, you know, obviously.
All your
Vinnie,
loss of your family.
yeah.
I mean, how often do you get to, you always, you lose a family member or a loved one, you're like, you know, you miss that person, but do you ever really say thank you to them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
so it's
question.
kind of like our way of immortalizing that.